everybody. Thanks for watching. This is definitely a new thing for me, but I was just sitting here in my free time before I start school thinking I should do a blog. How fun. Um, so I guess this first video I'm just going to talk about my journey and how I got to where I am. An update where I am right now is I'm starting nursing school next Monday, so I'm going to talk about my journey and what I had to go through to get here. So I'll basically start at the beginning before I even did my first degree. So way back in 2010, that was the first time I shadowed in a hospital. And as soon as I was there, I was actually in the NICU. I got to work with the premature babies. As soon as I was there, I knew exactly that I wanted to be a nurse. So I knew that from way before I even knew what college I was going to. So 10th grade, I'm starting to think about colleges. I don't really know about it yet. I'm starting to do my research and explore. And I was getting my stuff together, and by the time 11th grade came, I knew I wanted to apply to nursing school. A month after, I started applying to schools, I was nominated for a scholarship, and I actually won the scholarship, and the scholarship basically paid my tuition. Well, it was up to $60,000 at any school in Mass. So the nursing school I applied to and got accepted into was Mass College of Pharmacy. I don't know if any of you know that college, but it's extremely expensive. It's a private school. They don't really have any sports. They don't have any extra. It's just basically science, like nothing fun. Like ain't nobody got time for that, basically. So I did get accepted there, but I didn't go. I also applied for nursing at UMass Amherst. I didn't get accepted there because it's, as I learned, it's extremely competitive, but I did get accepted to regular admission. So that's what I did because they gave me the most money, and I went where they gave me the most money, of course. So there I decided to do, first I started with a major in sociology, and I was like, boring. Sorry for all the sociology majors, but that stuff is kind of boring. So then I switched to public health, and I absolutely loved it. I think everybody should study public health because they teach you everything that you need to know about the world and whatever else, and everything having to do with everything about medicine and even things that aren't, strictly medicine. It was such a fun time. But at this time, I knew I wanted to go to nursing school regardless after. So I took all my prerequisites. I did anatomy, chemistry, all that stuff. And it was nice because public health, it actually counted towards my degree, so I was kind of killing two birds with one stone. So that worked for me. I was happy about that because I didn't have to do any extra stuff. So I went with UMass, and I did public health, and it was so fun. I loved it. I was also able to study abroad in Spain. And the thing about Spain was they have no laws against practicing medicine, so I got to go into the hospital for the duration of my time there, and I got to work with patients, and I got to, put catheters in and give IVs and mix medication. It was all in Spanish, but I mean, monkey see, monkey do. So I learned so much there that added to my love for medicine. So I came back from studying abroad, and by this time I'm a second semester senior, and I finished up on my classes and my credits, and I graduate in May. So boom, graduated. Right before I started to get ready for graduation, I already started with looking at accelerated nursing programs because I knew I didn't want to take any time off because, it's not good to take time off, in my opinion. I think you should just go straight through it. There's no reason that you need to take time off. I mean, if financial reason, yeah, but honestly, just keep going and push through. That's my motto. So I started looking at accelerated nursing schools. I saw two in Boston that I loved, Northeastern and Mass General. As many of you know, Boston is extremely expensive and extremely competitive. I went to see Mass General. I loved it, fell in love, but then the lady said, "Oh, we have 600 applicants and only 100 spots." So I was like, should forget about that one. Northeastern, though, I was pretty confident I'd get in there. I had this amazing advisor. Um, and he was just filling my ears with all kinds of crazy stuff, like, oh yeah, like, just really hyping me up. And of course, because he probably wanted to get the $50 application fee that I paid. um but I was certain I was gonna get in there. I was like, oh, I have it in the bag. Like, I wasn't even looking at anywhere else. I was like, I got it. Then my letter came and said, sorry, you have not been accepted. I was like, oh, okay. So that was that. I was disappointed, but I had to tell myself it was honestly a blessing in disguise, because that stuff is so expensive. To live in Boston, you pay like $1,000 for a little shoebox room. Like, ain't nobody got money for that again. So at this time, I remembered about this college called Utica College, and they're based out of New York, Utica, New York, but they have a branch in St. Petersburg. So I went online, did my research, and it seemed as though they weren't as competitive as the other programs I had looked at, because they're very new. It's a very new program. I think this is the second or third year they're doing this. So I sent in an application. There were a few obstacles. I had lost some of my paperwork and I don't know, X, Y, and Z. But anyways, I submitted everything, and I got an answer within 3 weeks, and I had been accepted. I was like, awesome. So basically, at that point, I packed up all my stuff within the 2 weeks after I got my notice and headed to Florida, and here I am. So I think overall, if you're thinking about applying to nursing school, do it. I think you absolutely should do it, because there was a time where I was really afraid of the curriculum. I was really afraid of applying and being denied. I was really afraid of if I could do it or not. Am I smart enough? Am I motivated enough? But you know what? After a while, I realized that if I don't do it, I'm really going to regret it, because this is what I want. Even if, you're afraid of something that you want, you should still go for it. I mean, it's not going to hurt if you try. You know what I mean? And there's nothing that can repair regret. You know what I mean? If you don't try, you'll never know. So go for it. Absolutely go for it. I think it's going to be really rewarding, and of course I'll be updating you all on my progress if I'm alive through the process. But yeah, that's kind of my little journey. That was it, summed up quite a bit, but pretty much I was trying to make it short and sweet, because I know I would have put you all to sleep if I told you every single little detail. But yeah, that was it. Let me know if you have any questions, any particular points you want to hear about, or anything at all. I'd be more than happy. Thank you.